There was a time I thought I only needed God for the big moments, for emergencies, for heartbreak, for the prayers I couldn't fix on my own. But life has a way of teaching you that every breath is borrowed, every step is fragile, every tomorrow is uncertain. I've tried to stand on my own wisdom, try to figure out my way, build my plans without your guidance, only to watch them slowly fade. There were days I felt so certain, nights I thought I had control, but independence left me empty, with unanswered questions in my soul. Oh, Jesus, I need you in everything, every moment, every breath, when I rise and when I'm falling, in my life and even death. Be my reason, be my strength, be the song my heart will sing. Jesus, I need you in everything. Oh, I met a man who had success, but felt a quiet void inside. He said achievements couldn't fill the space where peace should reside. And a woman chasing answers, searching far and searching wide, she found a rest not in solutions, but when she let God be her guide. Because life is more than milestones, more than victories we claim. It's about walking every pathway with the one who knows our name. Oh, Jesus, I need you in everything, in the laughter and the tears, when the future feels uncertain, when I'm facing hidden fears, through the sunshine and the storm, through the loss and through the gain. Jesus, I need you in everything. We often treat faith like a lifeline, something we grab only when we're drowning. But what if faith is meant to be the very air we breathe? Not just crisis connection, but constant communion. Because when God is part of everything, nothing feels meaningless. Even the smallest moments become sacred. To the one trying to handle life alone, you don't have to. To the one who only prays in emergencies, grace still invites you closer. To the one overwhelmed by responsibility, divine help is available daily. To the one searching for purpose, walk with God step by step. To the one whispering this prayer tonight, He is ready to be involved in it all. Now I see your hand quiet and the loud, in the unseen acts of kindness, in the faith that makes me bow. Every sunrise feels like mercy, every heartbeat like a gift, and the life I once lived distant is now a life you gently live. Dependence doesn't feel like weakness, it feels like being home. Jesus, I need you in everything. Let your presence fill my days, from the mountains to the valleys. Be the guide in all my ways. Take my future, take my past. Let your glory be my theme, Jesus. I need you in everything. In my speaking, in my silence, in my loss, and in my win. Be the center of my story, be the life that lives within. Jesus, I need you in everything. Maybe faith isn't about having God in a part of your life. Maybe it's about building your whole life around Him. And as the music slowly fades, my heart keeps whispering the simple, sacred truth. Jesus, I need you in everything.
There are moments in worship when the songs run out, when the rehearsed words fade and all that remains is a heart wide open before God. No performance, no pretending, just surrender. This is one of those moments where all I can say is, Jesus,
I surrender it all. I surrender it all. Every burden, every fear, every wall, take control. Have your way. I lay my life before you today, Jesus. I surrender it all. I've held on to broken pieces, afraid of what surrender means, thinking if I lost my grip, I might lose my dreams. But your love feels safer than my plans. Your will feels kinder than my own. And in this holy moment of release, my restless heart feels home. What I thought was lost now feels like freedom rise. I surrender it all. I surrender it all.
Come on. If that's your prayer tonight, just tell him. You don't need perfect words. You don't need perfect faith. Just give him what you have. Give him the pain you hid. Give him the dreams you buried. Give him the control you've been clinging to. Because surrender is where revival begins. I give you my heart.
I give you my heart.
I give you my heart.
I give you my mind.
I give you my fears.
I leave them behind.
I give you my plans.
Lord, take them all.
I give you my worship, my tears, my praise. Jesus, have your way. Something is breaking in this moment. Chains I carried for so long. Heaven is rewriting stories, turning weakness into song. I feel healing in the surrender. I feel courage in release. The storm inside is slowly quiet. Your presence is my peace. This altar isn't made of stone. It's the yielding of my soul. Well, I surrender it all. I surrender it all. Every shadow, every call, through the joy and the pain, through the loss and the gain. Jesus, I surrender it all. Take my life, take my breath, be my victory in death. From this moment I declare I am yours beyond repair. Jesus, I surrender it all. I surrender it all. Jesus, maybe nothing around you changed yet, but something inside you just did. Because true surrender doesn't always move mountains immediately. Sometimes it first moves the heart. And as the room grows still and the music fades into silence, one last whisper rises. Jesus, I surrender it all. If you knew where God brought me from,
you saw the nights I cried, the doors that closed, the prayers that felt unanswered, you would understand why I can't stay silent now. Because my story is not about perfection. It's about mercy. It's about survival. It's about a goodness I did not deserve. And today I'm standing here with one confession. My life is a testimony of the goodness of God. There were seasons I felt forgotten, walking roads without a light, trying hard to keep believing through the longest, coldest nights. I had dreams that slipped through my fingers, hopes that slowly fell apart. But even in my lowest moments, you were holding my heart. I see it now in every detail, every step that led me here. What I thought was just survival was your goodness drawing near. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been kind. Through the valleys and the victories, your love has been my guide. Now I stand with lifted hands, with a grateful heart that sings my testimony. Forever is the goodness of my King. Oh, I knew a man who lost his future in a moment of despair. But grace rewrote his story when he thought no hope was there. And a woman bruised by heartbreak, certain joy would never stay. Yet mercy met her in the ruins and slowly paved a better way. Because God doesn't just save us, He restores what pain has torn. He turns mourning into dancing and gives new reasons to be born. All my life you have been faithful, even when I could not see, when I wandered far from purpose, your love kept pursuing me. Now my scars have found their meaning. Now my past has found its voice. My testimony forever is that your goodness was my choice. Some testimonies are loud, miracles that shake the room, stories that leave us speechless. But some testimonies are quieter. It's waking up after depression, it's surviving loss, it's finding faith again after doubt. It's realizing that God was good even when life was hard. And maybe that's the greatest miracle of all. To the one who feels their story is too broken
God is still writing. To the one who survived what should have destroyed them, that is grace. To the one still waiting for their breakthrough, goodness is still coming. To the one who almost gave up, your testimony is not over. To the one listening right now thinking, will God be good to me? He already has been. You're still here. Now I look back without bitterness. I see your fingerprints in pain. Every loss became a lesson. Every tear was not in vain. The nights I thought were empty were filled with unseen care. And the prayers I thought you ignored were answered in ways rare. My life is not what I imagined, but it's beautiful because you're in it. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing just like I should. From the ashes to the glory, from the struggle to the win, my testimony forever is the goodness found in Him. Through the storms and through the sunshine, through the loss and through the gain, I will tell the world your story, how your love outlived my pain. My testimony forever is the goodness of my King. Oh, maybe you don't see it yet. Maybe the chapter you're in still feels confusing. But one day you will look back, and what felt like random survival will look like divine faithfulness. And when that moment comes, you will sing like I'm singing now. My life is a testimony of the goodness of God. There are seasons when life feels loud. Thoughts racing fear, shouting uncertainty, pulling at your peace. But somewhere beyond the noise, there is a gentle voice still calling. A shepherd who leads, not with force, but with love. And when I feel overwhelmed, I remember this promise. He leads me beside still waters. The world keeps spinning faster, but my soul feels tired and worn, chasing after empty answers. waking up each fragile morn. Yet in the quiet of surrender, I feel your presence drawing near, a calm that doesn't need explanation, peace that silences fear. You guide me through the chaos to places my heart can breathe again. You lead me beside still waters. You restore my soul within. When the noise of life surrounds me, your peace pulls me back again. In green pastures of your mercy, I find rest I've never known. You lead me beside still waters and remind me I'm not alone. Even when the valley deepens and shadows cover all I see, your rod and staff bring comfort. Your presence walks with me. A table set before my battles, anointing flowing over fear. Goodness follows every footstep. Your faithful love stays near. Through deserts and through gardens, your promise carries me. You lead me beside still waters, where my anxious heart can rest. In the middle of my questions, you are still my hiding place. When I tremble in the darkness, when my strength begins to fall, you lead me beside still waters and gently hold it all. Peace is not always the absence of trouble. Sometimes it is the presence of God in the middle of trouble. Psalm 23 was never a promise that valleys wouldn't come. It was a promise that we would never walk them alone, because the shepherd doesn't shout directions from afar. He walks beside us, step by step. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down where mercy runs. Even in shadows I will not fear, for you are with me, always near. My cup runs over, my hope restored. I dwell forever in you, my Lord. Finding strength in slowing down, trading, striving for your presence, laying every burden down. What once felt like now feels like a sacred pause, and the storm inside my spirit finds its rest within your laws. You are the calm I never knew I needed. You lead me beside still waters, through the valleys and the heights. Every step becomes a testimony of your never failing light. From the morning to the evening, from beginning to the end, you lead me beside still waters. Oh, I remember seasons of waiting, when answers felt so far away. Prayers were falling like silent tears, and I didn't know what to say. But right when hope was fading, your hand began to move. What looked impossible yesterday became undeniable proof
You made a way through my confusion. You turned my fear into a song. You are the God of miracles, the one who makes a way. What you have done before in my life, I believe you'll do today. Mountains move at your command. Oceans listen when you speak. You are the God of miracles. Do it again for me. Oh, I met a man who lost his future. Thought his story reached the end, but grace rewrote his broken pages, gave him strength to rise again. And a woman praying through sin